यहाँ चाहिँ गाडी साडी हिँड्दैन नि खाली पब्लिकको लागि
यहाँ चाहिँ गाडी पाउँदैन
Namaste. I don't want to do the English accent. So I'm Abena Akuffo Kelly. So I'm mayor, as you can see from there. But the district council has, certain things that they're responsible for. They have slightly more power over the whole district. So the district includes Hive, Folkestone, New Romney, Lyd. So it's a bigger area. Thank you. I love that.
Yeah, I would like to say something about this picture.
Yes, go ahead.
This is me.
You can see refugees from Belgium who escaped before the war started and came to Folkestone. About 30. So I think she died in the 7th century.
7th century.
Yeah. So 7th century, 8th century.
So you found in the
Many things about the management and how you are working in this town. We learned a lot. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad.
Thank you.
अहिले फोक्सटन टाउन मेयरलाई भेट्नको लागि हामी जाँदैछौँ
हजुर फोक्सटन द वर्सिफुल टाउन मेयर अफ फोक्सटन अबिना केली कफो ऊ चाहिँ पहिला यो डिस्ट्रिक्ट हिजो भेट्नु गयो नि डिस्ट्रिक्ट चेयरम्यान पनि अनि यसपालि चाहिँ उहाँ फोक्सटनको मेयर हुनुहुन्छ
ए डिस्ट्रिक्ट चेयरम्यान भइसकेको मान्छे फेरि टाउन मेयर चाहिँ किन
टाउन मेयर पनि हुन्छ यहाँ अघि नै हाम्रो मेयर साहबले भने नि पब्लिक सर्भिस गर्ने हो के तपाईँको यहाँ युकेमा प्रधानमन्त्री पनि आएर यहाँ विदेश मन्त्री भएको छ जब त्यो पब्लिकलाई चाहिन्छ नि त्यो मन्त्रीहरूको त्यो राजनीतिमा कसैको पोर्टफोलियो हुँदैन क्या जहाँ निड हुन्छ नि त्यहाँ स्टेप इन गर्ने हो भन्नु मेयर साहबले पछि त्यहाँ वडा अध्यक्षमा पनि निड भयो भने उहाँ वडा अध्यक्षमा पनि काम गर्नुहुन्छ क्या किनकि उहाँले त्यस्तो बुझेको छ
त्यो कन्सेप्ट चाहिँ यहाँ छ नेपालतिर चाहिँ के छ भने अध्यक्ष भएको मान्छे
वडा सदस्य गर्नु हुँदैन भन्ने त्यो चाहिँ पोलिटिक्समा त्यस्तो कुनै त्यस्तो ऱ्याङ्किङ हुँदैन क्या यहाँ हुँदैन त्यो जेनरली पोलिटिक्समा हुँदैन त्यो चाहिँ हाम्रो नेपालमा त्यो हैकम्बा त्यो के भन्छ त्यसलाई त्यो हाइरार्की बनाएको क्या त्यो हाम्रो सायद हाम्रो मेयर साहबले त्यो देखाउनु पनि खोज्नु भएको होला उहाँको होइन धेरै उहाँको त्यो हेर्दा सिम्पल देख्छ त्यो भित्र तर एकदम डिप मिनिङ
त्यहाँ चाहिँ हामी को जाँदैछौँ
यहाँ चाहिँ अब विशेष गरी आज चाहिँ हाम्रो फोक्सटन नेप्लिज कमिटीको चेयरम्यान क्याप्टेन रिटायर्ड रामपुन उहाँले भिजिट मिलाउनु भएको हो उहाँले आज गाइड गर्नुहुन्छ आज म चाहिँ दुईजनाको मेयर साहबको पनि सख्य सचिव अनि उहाँ चाहिँ अब मेरो चेयरम्यान पनि हुनुहुन्छ उहाँको जेनरल सेक्रेटरी हो है अनि त्यो हुन्छ अनि भरे बेलुका उहाँसँग
र आजको अरू सेड्युल के छ
अरू सेड्युल उहाँ अब एसफोर्ड जानुहुन्छ गोर्खा पिस फाउन्डेसन पछि गोर्खा पिस फाउन्डेसनमा अनि त्यहाँ अर्को समिति हाम्रो
एसफोर्ड भने चाहिँ यहाँभन्दा अर्कै टाउन
हो त्यो चाहिँ अस्ति एसफोर्डको उहाँ चेयरम्यान हाम्रो भएको ठाउँमा त्यहाँको बडो मेयरलाई पनि भेटिसक्नुभयो अस्ति होइन अनि अब यो चाहिँ अब हाम्रो यो भिजिटको अन्तिम
दिन आज यहाँको
होइन अन्तिम दिन होइन अन्तिम सरकार भेट्दै हुनुहुन्छ
यहाँको चाहिँ
उहाँ हाम्रो मेयर साहबले तीन तहको
सबै केन्टको
भनौँ तीन तहको सबै प्रदेश सरकारदेखि लिएर जिल्ला सरकारदेखि लिएर आज चाहिँ पक्का फोक्सटन टाउनको सरकार जहाँ तपाईँहरू हाम्रो 2 आवर्स हिजो भिजिट गर्न जानुभयो नि त्यो 2 आवर्स हाम्रो भएको टाउनको मेयरलाई
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच ल अब जाँदैछौँ यहाँ माथि घरको यो कन्स्ट्रक्सन अथवा
हजुर यसको यो छ यो टुडरमा बनाएको हो यो घर 10-12 वर्ष लाग्यो बल्ल के अरे प्लानिङ पर्मिसन दियो टाउनले
10-12 वर्ष
15 वर्षै भयो होला यो यसलाई कतिले किन्नु खोज्यो तर यसको के चाहिँ क्राइटेरिया थियो भने यो ट्युडर रूपमा बनाएको कि माथिको भित्र जेसुकै बना तर यो सेप चाहिँ यही हुनुपर्छ किनकि यो ट्युडर सेपको अनि बल्ल बल्ल आई थिङ्क
पर्मिसन पायो
यो यसलाई यो त्यो सेपलाई त्यो ट्युडर
यताको शैली हो
हिजो भर्खर तपाईँले यहाँको हाउसिङ प्लानिङ
हो
एउटा इन्टरेक्सन
कल्पना बहिनीको प्रेजेन्टेसन थियो
यो चाहिँ अब हाम्रो फोक्सटन नेप्लिज कम्युनिटी सेन्टर यहाँ चेयरम्यानले पर्खिन आएछ मेरो अफिस यहीँ छ मेरो अफिस स्वकीय सचिवको अफिस पनि देखेको छैन अब भरे इभिनिङमा हाम्रो यता हामी चाहिँ यहाँ अब चेयरम्यानहरूले पर्खिराख्नु भएको छ
व्यस्त है तपाईँ बिचरा
हामी धारानमा भेट गर्छौँ
म इलामबाट
मेरोबाट नमस्कार
साँपको बिरुवा लिएर आएको थिएँ नि हर्का साङपाङ म हर्का माङपाङ
ए माङपाङ
ट्रस्टी हुनुहुन्छ पूर्व अध्यक्ष हुनु उहाँबाट मलाई टेक ओभर उहाँ चाहिँ हाम्रो एडभाइजर फुलीको उहाँ चाहिँ हाम्रो ट्रेजर मुख्य मान्छे उहाँ गत अब यसो गरेर मेरो हामी अब बिस्तारै लागौँ ल हामी 11:15 गाउँमा हुन्छ हाफ एन आवर 11:15मा जान्छौँ
पुग्ने अब हामी लाग्दा मैले हाम्रो मेयर साहबलाई भनेको छु हाम्रो चेयरम्यानले आज गाइडेड टुरमा हुन्छ भित्र खिच्नु दिन्छ दिँदैन त्यो त
बुझेर मात्रै एकदमै
त्यो दिनुपर्ने हो अनि यताबाट आई लिभ इट टु टुडे
अनि हजुर
यो पछिबाट तपाईँ एस्कोट जाने कि नजाने म चाहिँ आई थिङ्क त्यहाँ उहाँलाई म एस्कोट गरेर जान्छु सिचुएसन बुझ्छु अनि हामी चाहिँ हामी भरे बेलुका मैले मेयर साहबलाई भनिसकेको छु यसो इन्फर्मल हामी इन्फर्मल
बसेर च्याको
कि तपाईँको अफिसमा त जाउँ न त्यहाँ
होइन भरे बेलुका भइहाल्छ
बेलुका भन्छ यहाँ फेरि भिड हुन्छ
धरान त अहिले त के गर्नु सक्छ म त अस्ति पुगेर आएँ नि यता
कोसिस छ कोसिस लाग्छ मेरो साहब
हङकङमा गयो त्यो क्याथोलिक फार्ममा क्या त्यो त्यहाँको एकदम त्यहाँकै छक्कै सर्लक्कै त्यहाँकै सिस्टम छ क्या उहाँले जुन त्यो ठाउँ बनाएको ठाउँमा चाहिँ मलाई त्यो परिकल्पना गरिसकेको छु साहब नि जुन ठाउँमा हजुरले त्यो गर्नुभएको थियो नि उहाँ माथि धरान यति मजाको छ नि त्यहाँ यस्तो मजाले त्यहाँ त्यो साउन्ड सिस्टमहरू त्यहाँ काम गर्ने मान्छेहरू है त्यहाँ अर्कै फिल हुन्छ त्यो त हङकङको क्याथोलिक फार्म एक्ज्याक्टली त्यस्तै त्यहाँको चाहिँ आफूलाई चाहिँ त्यो याद आउँछ क्या
यताबाट
गएपछि चाहिँ
ए आउनु हो साह्रो गरिरहेको छु त्यस्तो खास त छैन त्यस्तो खास त छैन तर जस एक दुईवटा भेटघाट भइरहेको राम्रै
अहिले हामी फक्सटन टाउन घुम्दैछौँ मा सर यो फक्सटन टाउन होइन त मेन
हाम्रो टाउन सेन्टर
टाउन सेन्टर
यहाँ सबै एकदम यो टाउन फुक्सन चाहिँ फेमस यो चाहिँ आर्ट्स एन्ड कल्चर टाउन
हो
सो हामी यहाँ बस्ने आर्ट्स एन्ड कल्चरमा धेरै फोकस गर्छ मान्नेले नि राम्रो नै मान्छ यो चाहिँ हाम्रो पुरानो टाउन
कति पुरानो हो सर यो धेरै पुरानो ओहो
अझै हाम्रो टन्टान स्ट्रिट भन्छ
हजुर
त्यो चाहिँ फोक्सनको पक्का अरिजिनल टाउन चाहिँ यतापट्टि यो चाहिँ पछि डेभलप भएर
हजुर
अलिकति एडभान्स भएको नत्र भने यतापट्टि यो टन्टान स्ट्रिट भन्छ त्यो चाहिँ पक्का तपाईँले हेर्नु भने झन्डै हाम्रो नेपालकै छ यहाँ पनि पहिला त नेपालकै जस्तो थियो अहिले बिस्तारै विकास
भन्नाले के घरको शैली के
तपाईँको त्यो बनावट त्यसमा बाटो दुईपट्टि घर हाम्रो त्यो गल्लीहरू हुन्छ नि त्यस्तो चाहिँ तपाईँ अहिले यो चाहिँ अलिकति विकसित भएर बनिएको टाउन भन्दाखेरि
यो चाहिँ पोलिटिकल विल नै हो देश बनाउने हो
अनि
त्यस्तो हुन्छ त्यसको लागि सबै सिभिक सेन्स चाहिन्छ
करेक्ट हजुर त्यो चाहिँ सिभिक सेन्स
अब यहाँ हामी नेपालमा यस्तो बनायौँ भने
बनिन्छ होइन
होइन गाडी कुदाउने माथि आउँछ उता हुलाउँछ क्या यहाँ चाहिँ नि यत्रो राखेको हुन्छौँ हामीले यत्रो क्या थोरै नपऱ्यो होइन यता दिन्छ नि त थुप्रो घटनाहरू छ अनि त्यो फेरि भनेको मात्रै हो
त्यो घटना त छ
लाङ्गाली चोकमा एकचोटि घरभित्र पछि गएन बस स्पिड लिमिटको मतलब
हटिया लागेको हटिया स्टिल हटिया लाग्छ यसरी नै यताको यो हाम्रो फोक्सन
यो के बिहिबारे हटिया हो आजको
हटिया लाग्दो
बिहिबारे हटिया सर आज बिहिबार हो
लोकल बिजनेसलाई सपोर्ट गरेको हो नि टाउन अफिस यही हो हाम्रो
ल यहाँ मासु बेच्दैछन् यहाँनिर यता चाहिँ यो हटिया रहेछ अब नेपालको हटिया भनौँ न यहाँ स्ट्रिट मार्केट देखिएको छ
यहाँ चाहिँ गाडी साडी हिँड्दैन खालि पब्लिकको लागि
यहाँ चाहिँ गाडी पाउँदैन जाऊ।
खालि यही स्तर चाहिँ ल्याउँछ
हजुर
यति मात्रै हो
Folkestone Town Council.
उहाँको त्यस्तो हुँदो रहेछ यो हाम्रो चाहिँ छैन हाम्रो पनि बनाउनु पर्छ के काठको होइन नि काठकै बनाउनु पर्छ
चेन्नई
सानो आइडी कार्ड मात्रै हुन्छ लगेर जाने आएपछि त्यो त्यही दिने हुँदैन अनि यो चाहिँ त्यो खालको त्यसले गर्दा सकुवाको यत्रो बनायो भने त्यतिखेर थियो होला सायद
त्यति पनि त्यो के अरे गाविस गाउँपालिका होइन नगरपालिकाको चाहिँ मेयरको उसमा पर्दो रहेछ हाम्रो दमक
Namaste.
Namaste. Wow.
Namaste. I don't want to do the English accent. So I'm Abena Akuffo Kelly. So I'm Mayor, as you can see from there. What's your full name?
Harka, right?
Harka.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I'm known as Harka Sampang also.
Yeah.
Oh right, how comes?
Harka Sampang.
I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yeah.
that's the Mayor's Parlour. We had set that up for us to meet in there, but there's a little bit more of you than we expected.
Yeah.
But you can have a look in there, and then maybe you might want to have the picture in there rather than here. Because it looks
And
more official.
if you just briefly, say what your role here and how do you,
Yeah.
establish a role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the main sole purpose of his visit to you is you try
How
to
you
get
work,
how
yeah.
you
Oh.
identify
Yeah.
how the system works and
Ah,
to which you can actually take away with him and you can try to improve
Right.
some of it.
Okay.
So that for the betterment of the
okay then. I will do that then. So, as Mayor, I have this, which is called my chain of office, and this was presented to the town in the 1800s, 1850, and that's when I have my town sergeant with me because it's very, very expensive. So this is £250,000. So I can't walk around with this. I need to have my bodyguard. But if I don't have my bodyguard and I'm going to something on my own, I have the badge. So this is the badge. So because this is less grand and it's cheaper, I'm allowed to take this with me. So I either use the badge or I use the chain. And if it's a very official event, then if you turn around, I would wear all of this. So when we do Remembrance Day, which will be on the 10th, Sunday the 10th of November, I will wear the full regalia and the hat and everything because it's a very, very important day for us. And then also when I become mayor, so we swap over mayors in May every year, and we have what we call the mayor making, which is in the chamber. And I can, maybe if they'll allow us, I can show you that. And after that, we have an official civic ceremony. I think you came to that.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we have a church which is linked to the actual town hall, and we have our civic ceremony, and I wear that, and we walk from here across to the church, and I have a church ceremony in the church with my full regalia and everything like that. The way the mayor works is that I chair the meetings. So if we have a meeting of the council, I chair them, and if it comes to decisions and maybe there's 5 against 5 for, I have the casting vote, so I make the final decision. But basically what I'm known as is the first citizen of the town. And so I represent the town, and so what usually happens is that other mayors from other towns will invite me to events, and I will go to those events. So I have a calendar of events going to, so for example, tomorrow I'm going to Maidstone. I go all over Kent representing the town. Is there anything else that you want to know?
Yeah, some. So how long have you been?
Since May.
Yeah.
Since May. So
May,
I'll be mayor until next May.
Oh, next May. Just
Yeah.
1 year.
Just 1 year. Different towns and areas do it differently. So some places they do 2 years. Some places they do 1 year. Sometimes people might do it for 4 years, but most of the time it's maybe 2 years, 1 or 2 years.
Would you please explain?
Every year you have election, that means.
Yes, but the election is only councillors. So it's not the town who will elect me. So I will be elected as a councillor. So I've been elected by the town as a councillor. But then to be elected as the mayor, you have to be a councillor already, and the other councillors elect you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how many years is the councillor?
4 years.
4 years.
4 years term. So this is my second year. I've got 2 more years after this.
And what did you do after you in the finish up as a mayor?
I'll find something to do. I'll find something to do.
all right.
You know I run my charity. I do lots of...
Come to the Folkestone episode.
Yeah.
Of course I will.
Could you elaborate about charity?
Oh yes. Okay then. Right.
Charity.
Can you sit down?
Oh yeah. Do you want to sit down
Sit down
there?
and
I don't know if we can all fit in
no,
there.
we will also. We are the media. We are the media. It's better.
So I can either sit there and you sit there. We can sit next to each other here. What would you like?
Yeah.
We'll sit here. Yeah.
Yeah, sit
together.
each other.
And you can see that Nepal is really important to us because we've got all of our things from when Meshanaga came to visit.
Oh, okay.
So we've got all of our things and all of our scarves and things like that. So, and look, we've got that as well. So Nepal is very important to us, and we do respect it. So what will happen is when I officially have my official picture taken, can you see there's a little space there?
Yeah.
My picture will be there. There'll be that picture that's out there. They put it here. Once I finish being mayor, it goes out there. And we have a board outside which has my name on it as well, and the year that I was mayor. And if you look at these, when this chain was first made, every single mayor for 51 years had one of these. So this is actually one of the mayors. And then after they stopped, because otherwise they'll just be, because I've got even more behind as well. There'll just be too much gold. So they just stopped doing it. But the first 51 mayors had a link on the chain. Do you want to sit down?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay.
I already did.
You did, and then I got you to stand up again. If you want some water, we've got water as well. So what did you want?
Highlight the primary role of the town council.
Right. Okay then.
I think that's what he's interested in.
Okay.
And then you'll actually sort of try to enforce that sort of system back in Nepal as a mayor.
Thank you so much.
To the staff,
Yeah.
So that
Okay. So what we do, we actually have a town council and we have a district council, and I think you met the district council. So the district council has, certain things that they're responsible for. They have slightly more power over the whole district. So the district includes Hive, Folkestone, New Romney, Lyd. So it's a bigger area. This is the town council, which is just for Folkestone. So Folkestone and Cheriton. And so what they're responsible for, they might be responsible for the flowers. When you walk in and, the fact that the town looks nice, they're responsible for some of the bins. We have events to sort of commemorate the town and respect the town. So we're responsible we do what's called Armed Forces Day. And we actually have the armed forces progressing down the Lees. Have you been taken to the Lees yet? Yeah. The town council is responsible for Remembrance Day as well. We have several civic ceremonies. We have lots of memorial days. So, we make sure that we attend the Nepalese Memorial Day. We have VE Day. So all of those different things, we're responsible for that, and we set that up as well. We are responsible for some of the salt bins. So when it snows, there are bins where we have salt and we put it on the snow. We're responsible for that. We're responsible for planting trees across the town to make it look nicer. We do all sorts of different events for the children as well. So as mayor, I do a children's Christmas party or Christmas carol. But also when it comes to Christmas, we do Christmas light switch on. So we are responsible for the lights, the Christmas lights in the town. And we always do a celebration and invite everybody and to enjoy before Christmas starts as well. What else are we responsible for? We have several meetings per year. We have different committees. So we have Climate and Environment Committee that's responsible for, because we have quite a few play parks for children. Please let me know if I'm speaking too quickly.
No, that's fine.
Okay, because you haven't said anything, so I thought maybe. So we have play parks for children, and we're responsible for a few play parks as well. And so we have meetings about that. We have finance and general purposes. We have a set amount of money that we need to spend each year. So finance and general purposes looks at how we spend our budget. So all of the different committees will feed into finance and general purposes. So if, for example, we have a meeting with community services and we're talking about things that we want to do for the community, and we say, oh, we want to spend this much on it, then it will have to go to finance and general purposes, and they will look at how it fits into the overall budget and if it's viable. We also provide grants for local charities. So each year, each councillor gets about £1,500, and then if a charity writes in and says, oh, we need some money to do something locally, we can actually give them some money. So, usually if somebody asks, I'll give them 250 so that I can help as many charities as possible. In addition, we have a town grant, which is 2,500, and we give that, charities apply for that, and then we sit in a full council and they come and talk to us about what their charities do, and then we make the decision as to if we're going to give them the money. So we have lots of ways that we try to support the local community. And because it's a town council, it's very, very local. So it's just Folkestone. It's not any wider, whereas the district does the whole area.
And can I add on a little bit on that one? I mean, when I say, हाम्रो town mayor, if you don't mind, I'll speak in and I'll translate afterwards.
Yeah.
उहाँहरूले चाहिँ के हुन्छ, उहाँको चाहिँ आफ्नो चुजन 3टा च्यारिटी छान्ने उहाँको अधिकार रहन्छ। 3टामा चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ 2टा चाहिँ अरू च्यारिटी छान्नु भएको छ। एउटा चाहिँ हाम्रो फोक्सटोन टेक्निक्स कम्पनी चाहिँ we come under her chosen charity out of 3.
Yeah.
So that is a big pride of the हाम्रो फोक्सटोन टेक्निक्स community. So for which we'd like to thank you, Mayor, for
but you do
choosing
so
us.
much for the community, and
that's हाम्रो pride पनि हो अहिले। अहिलेसम्म अहिले रेकर्डै थिएन। It's the first time that हामीले town mayorको chosen charity भएको। Thank you.
So you make your town budget yourself, or?
No, so we it's the finance and general purposes who actually looks at the town budget. So we have obviously the councillors who make those sorts of decisions. We also have officers who work permanently in the town hall. So we have a town clerk who will have an overall understanding of how much money we have for each of the different committees and each of the different projects that we have. And then us as councillors decide how we're going to spend the money.
So how you tax the people, like how?
So
how
we
you
have
collect,
something
how
called,
you collect the tax.
Yeah, so we have something called a precept. And once per year we actually decide how much the precept is going to be. And so we take, when people pay their council tax, for example, a certain percentage of that is taken out to go towards the town council. So that's how we collect money. And that money works towards all these things that I've been talking about. So we're putting it back into the town anyway. We're doing things for the town, but it's included in the council tax that they have to pay anyway.
So you bring the council tax and then you again put it back to the town.
Yeah, so we do all sorts of different activities and the money goes towards the town, I suppose. Yeah.
So it's a circulation of the money.
Yes.
In a better way.
Yeah, it does. It still comes back to.
Yeah. And then still you're spending the money for the service of the community member anyway. So,
yeah, exactly.
So the money taken out is going back to them anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Which is very good, yeah.
So what is the main income of the town? Like the people, what do they do for earning?
Oh, right, okay. Well, obviously there's lots of different
If you have to
things
say
people
that,
do.
otherwise it's just.
But I would say that Folkestone in particular, the reason why it's quite famous now, because actually quite recently it was voted the best place to live in the southeast. So it's doing very well for itself, and it's mostly because of the art. So have you been shown down the old high street? Have you shown him
Not
around
yet,
anywhere?
not yet.
Have you shown him anywhere?
Yeah, I just told you it's an art town.
He's a very busy,
He's a very busy
schedule.
schedule.
Yeah, busy schedule.
Oh, right, okay then. So you don't have time to look around
So,
Folkestone.
He will, yeah.
He'll eventually-
After he feels all that officially.
Once you have said
I
that.
don't know. They're
Oh.
they're taking
We go,
all around.
we go. Yeah, he goes where we take them.
Okay then. Well, you should take him around
We will,
Folkestone.
yeah. Yes, madam. We will, yeah. Don't worry.
So basically, one of the reasons why Folkestone has become so much more popular is because of the art. So if they do take you around, you will see you're just walking down the road and you'll see some art, and there's art everywhere. And then there's lots of people who've moved from London recently, and they're bringing more money into to Folkestone as well. So really, the main thing that's selling Folkestone to people is the art. So it's all sorts of different types of art, but it's mostly, things like paintings and performance art, and we had a documentary film festival only the other day. There's always something going on. It's a very, very busy place.
So art and music is.
Yeah, definitely.
And on top of, can I just add on some more?
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
we can first, it has a lot of history, war history. It's a very historical place.
Yeah. Do you know what? What I would like to do is, if you're interested, because we have children who come in to learn about Folkestone, and we show them all of the different things. So we have a mace. I show them this, and I tell them some information about it, and I tell them about the history of Folkestone. Would you be interested?
Yeah.
I've got the script. I'm going to go and ask. Hold on a
And
second.
in the meantime, is it all right to take the photograph? Or?
Yes.
Let's take the photograph.
Oh, okay then. Where do you want?
Yeah.
Probably.
You want me to sit down?
Yeah. You've been sitting there a long time, so I'll let our mayor sit down.
No.
You want me to sit or stand?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, so what do you prefer?
Yeah.
Sit.
Okay, yeah.
Mayor will stand up.
Yeah.
Mayor. Mayor, almost. The mayor has brought a token law from Dharan to you.
Thank you so much.
Which you have been asking for me, so he now got it for you.
Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm so excited. What is it?
I mean, it's a token of love. I don't know. Yes. Why not? The way the procession is gonna work.
Oh, should we do?
Yeah, you stay. You be there.
Okay.
I'll hand this to my chairman. So I'll hand it to him.
Long process.
Long process.
Follow the procedure.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. No, you should.
I need to stand up for this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Look at me. This is so. While you're taking this picture, just don't look at me. Just listen. So our executive post. So he's a chance to visit Dharan.
Photo khich dinus.
Yeah, he still has a power. So please. So this is also to tell you to.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. I love that.
Yeah, I would like to say something about this picture.
Yes, go ahead.
This is me. And we have Gorkha statue.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I think he got BC or something.
BC,
Victoria Cross.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Victoria Cross holder.
Is he in your town then? That statue.
Yeah.
Oh right.
So this is the one, and this is called Dharan.
Right.
And the city I come from is also called Dharan.
Oh.
And this is the what to say that this is the
Monument.
This is the monument. No, that is called Dharan. This is tree. This is the town. This is the city.
Wow.
Where
it's a
there
big
used to be
city.
where there used to be dense forest before in the past.
Really?
Yes, and the people from hillside they migrated to the place, and they started chopping the trees down, and then they are sawing this one. So this is a stand where the timbers is laid, and then they cut into the pieces.
They used to saw them. Yeah,
This is a manual saw.
Literal.
So the stand for sawing the timber is called Dharan.
That's the man.
Yeah.
Oh, so the town was named after the thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is stand for sawing the timber is called Dharan, and later on the place itself was named Dharan, and that is the place I come from.
Oh wow!
And these are the costumes you can see, the cultural costumes.
Wow, beautiful.
That represent the multicultural people live there.
It's absolutely
being
stunning.
united together.
Yes.
And these are some facilities like hospitals and all, and this is our small tower, which we have at the center.
It looks like a very big city.
Of the.
Is it bigger than Folkestone?
I don't know how big is Folkestone,
Yeah,
but
it is bigger than Folkestone. Dharan is bigger than Folkestone.
Yeah, it looks it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we have
200.
It is.
we have like 47,000. Yeah.
We have 200,000.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it is bigger than Folkestone.
So yeah, we are
Short metropolitan
yes.
city.
Wow.
We are trying to promote our like tourism business also,
Yeah.
so the paraglidings and all we have.
That's amazing.
Some cultural dances we can see here. The
Oh, this
people.
is beautiful. Thank you
And
so much for
this
giving
is
me.
the monument that I am going to build.
Oh really? Oh, it's not there yet.
Sumnima Parohan. So it will be a very big project, and we'll just be able to
And
make
who is it commemorating?
Sumnima Paruhang we call.
It's commemorating. It's one of the cultural. Cultural.
Sumnima Paruhang we call, and Sumnima Paruhang are our forefathers, let's say.
Oh, your ancestors.
Ancestors, yes. The main ancestors, let's
Oh,
say.
where you originated from. Right.
So
Okay.
we're paying the respect to our ancestors, our
Wow.
forefathers. So we are making.
Is it going to be gold or?
No.
It depends how much we can raise money.
We wish. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So a kind of cultural heritage.
I absolutely love this. Thank you so
On that
much.
note,
This is so
it is a
beautiful.
cultural theme.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful!
And this one
I've been
is,
asking for one of these for a long time.
This is someone like that.
On other side.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I've got my poppy and I've got this as well.
Yes, it.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
namaste. Is this the Rai one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I know.
Yes, yeah.
I'm ahead of the game.
Can show the camera.
There you are.
Ah,
This is us.
okay. Thank you.
One second.
Yeah, all done?
Wonderful.
Can you take all picture with
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah.
It's all right.
So, shall I get somebody to come and take the picture?
Yeah.
This is what we do for each of our mayors. We actually put their names on there. So you see, I'm there, and it hasn't got when it ends yet because my time hasn't ended. But you can see everybody does it for 1 year. We also have our honorary freedom awards. So people who've done great things. So can you see? 2004, the Royal Gurkha Rifles got the freedom of the town, which means that they can march through the town whenever they want, basically.
We want Folkestone this community up there as well.
हरेक टाउनमा चाहिँ जस्तो वेल्समा पनि छ हरेक टाउनमा चाहिँ तपाईँको त्यो फ्रिडम दिन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ मार्च गर्नु पाइन्छ यहाँ चाहिँ अब नेपाल जस्तो जो पाए चाहिँ मार्च गर्नु पाउँदैन जसले फ्रिडम पाएको छ उनीहरूले मात्रै मार्च अफिसियल मार्च अफिस
Right, I just want to go and ask if it's all right to, because I'd like you to see the museum, and there might be somebody who can explain properly. Let me just
Thank you. This is
taken in the same way, and then you get your official details underneath. So I'm going to go over there because there's space left for me. And obviously we've got the king as well. So he's the one who gives us permission to be able to have our arms and use this, because without his permission we won't be able to use it. And I'm sure you've noticed something different about me compared to all of these people.
Yeah, I know that.
त्यही त
It's happened.
We'll try.
We'll try, and I'll help. And
We
I'll
always please to serve.
Okay, I'll leave it to you then.
How the cute Is it alright to take the photograph?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Thank you.
Well, welcome to Folkestone Museum.
It's
It's quite a new museum. We opened in 2017, and it's the story of Folkestone is here, from our beginnings as a fishing town to Folkestone's heyday. At that point, in the Edwardian period, when the king used to come to Folkestone to meet his girlfriend. And Folkestone became a really important town for pleasure and leisure for all manner of people from all over the place. And some of the objects in our collection about that time are here. So this. You have a men's waistcoat there, which is from the Edwardian period, beautifully decorated. You can see the lights are slightly lower here because we have to protect these objects by making sure that we don't shine a light on them, because they're made of silk and then they will wrinkle. And this is an Edwardian silk day dress. So you would wear this to walk up and down the Leas. It was called promenading. You wanted people to see you and see you were there, see what you were wearing and who you were keeping company with. It was very important to the people visiting Folkestone then, and that some people say that Lord Radnor had police on the Leas to make sure that only people he wanted to be there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's quite a lot.
If you want to dress up, we've got some.
Very lovely. Very lovely boat.
We've got some hats. And does anyone want to dress up as an English gentleman?
Yeah, no.
And look, make it easier for the children, because you just put it on like that. It's open at the back, and then I don't know if any of you want to put the dress on, but.
I'll bring my shawl.
Yeah, I like it. So so children, every now and then I actually do tours for the children and local children from different schools, and I tell them about Folkestone, and then they can come and get dressed in this. They have a little. Actually, I wonder if you would want to do it. How much time have you got? Because we've got a little tour. We've got a little tour. We've got a quiz, and you can find out.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you finish.
In that case, let's slide behind us to Frontline Folkestone. Now, we are very lucky to have our Nepalese community
Chairman.
here, and that is the newest chapter in Folkestone's history on the front line. But because we're on the coast and we're one of the closest places to France, we've always been an important military base. Soldiers have lived in Folkestone for centuries and have come from Folkestone and gone to the front line in Europe. We are particularly proud of our role rescuing others who needed our help during the First World War. In this painting here, you can see refugees from Belgium who escaped before the war started and came to Folkestone. About 30,000 Belgian refugees came to Folkestone during the war and were looked after here, and around 13,000 Belgian people stayed after the war. And in fact, we also trained Belgian soldiers, and this is a Belgian soldier's helmet. You can see his artillery flash, which is a British artillery flash on a Belgian hat, and that's that training role is something the British Army has done through to the present day, where they're helping train Ukrainian soldiers in Interflex, and I understand that the Gurkha regiments are involved in that training.
And another thing about the Belgians coming, the Belgian refugees, the King of Belgium was so impressed with how well Folkestone looked after the Belgians when they were here. He actually officially said a thank you to us, and I think that's the mayor, isn't it? Meeting
looks like
the
the
refugees.
chair,
Yes, I think it's
chair,
the
yeah.
official.
like the official portrait.
Yeah, the official portrait. So yes, we're very known for accepting other people and accepting refugees to Folkestone, especially because, as she said, that we are right on the border. So sometimes we're the first that people see, but also we're the last that people might see, especially if they're soldiers going to war. So we have a road just off the Lees called Remembrance Road, and it's called that because for many of the soldiers in the First World War, that was the last part of England that they saw. They walked down to the boats, went across to France, and some of them they never came back. So that's why it's called Remembrance Road.
That's called D-Day, Victory Day. Not allowed to say D-Day anymore, the Victory Day.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh really?
It's all political correct.
Oh, right, okay. Right, so do you want to show them downstairs?
Yes, let's go downstairs.
Yeah. You like that? That's your baby. Oh, well, actually, you might. I don't know if we're going to have to show the No, it's actually not.
Okay, I'm very happy to do that. I will spend some time with Gary.
So this is open to obviously the public, anybody can come in here, and we have lots of schools coming in regularly and they use this space here. So we have an education officer, don't we, who actually works with all of the local schools. They come here and they tell the children about the town and the history, and they actually get them to experience some of the artifacts. So we've got lots of activities that the children can do to get to know the history of their town.
Absolutely.
Is it only for the children?
Oh no, it's for everyone.
I think one of the fun things about museums is it gives adults the opportunity to be children again. We find more adults do the fancy dress than children.
Really?
And they look around quite furtively and then sort of So this case here is full of Roman artifacts. So they're about 1800 years old. So on the edge of the east cliff of Folkestone, round by the Martello Tower, there is a Roman villa, which the Canterbury Archaeological Trust are working very hard to get excavated so that it doesn't end up all falling into the sea before and us losing it, because the coast is eroding very badly. But here are some objects that were found at the villa. Romans used these tiny lamps to light things. Not very smoky, not very effective, but the Romans really liked them. And there's also some examples here of that is a little bowl for individual portions of sauces, and a larger dish which has had a name written on it, which is Lupiniani in ancient Greek, which is interesting. That might be the name of a person whose bowl it was. We also have some excellent building material. So all the floors had this mosaic pattern across them, and the archaeologists are working to save more of the mosaic so we can bring it to the museum in future. And we also have little bits of evidence of things that people wore. So this lovely crossbow brooch. Roman clothing was a bit less complicated than ours, but so it was all pinned together into place. And finally, we have some evidence of burial at the villa. So this pot here was used as someone was cremated and buried.
Was this all actually used in the 1800s?
Yeah. So everything here was dug up by archaeologists, and it's come to us. Yeah. We also,
This is the one.
This is
Human remains or
Human remains on display.
Human remains.
So this is
Where did you find it?
So this is Ifra. Ifra was buried again up on the East Cliff in Folkestone. She is an Anglo-Saxon, so she was. We reckon that she was probably buried at the beginning of the 7th century AD. So this Dover Hill Cemetery was in use by then, and around that time, St Eanswythe came to Folkestone to set up the first nunneries in Britain. But so this is Ifra. You can probably see from this hand here, there's quite a lot going on there, and that's because she's actually one person, but there are two hands here. So we think she was buried next to someone.
Must be, yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure how Ifra died, but she ate. She didn't, for a coastal town, she didn't eat that much. We know from her teeth that she didn't eat that much fish. But we also know that she was pretty healthy, and I think in her mid-30s when she passed away. Yes, as part of the project to build this museum, they did a lot of work on her.
What's the dating back? Sorry, when?
So I think she died in the 7th century.
7th century.
Yeah, so 7th century, 8th century.
So you found in the East Cliff when they
did
archaeological digging or?
Archaeological digging, yeah. And then they excavated her very carefully. And
this is the whole body.
And this is, the whole body and some finger bones from someone else's hands on this side here. Where
So
she's
they
holding
died.
the thing.
So they were buried together.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Though we only have one side of the sculpture left. Skeleton, sorry, my brain. Yes, and around these objects, so the sword and shield boss, they weren't found with her, but they are from the same cemetery. So
Same cemetery.
yeah, but they're not all equals.
Is the 7th century means is she Roman? Or?
It's after, so it's closer to us than the Romans were. So the Romans left Britain in 410 AD, and she died after 700 AD. So
after 200 years of when Roman lived.
Yep.
So what's the who was she?
So she was we would call her an Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxon.
So she is from this local area, I believe, and she grew up here and she died here, from what we can tell.
So all these were found near her cemetery.
Yes. And we're very proud of this beautiful brooch here,
right.
which is made with garnets,
Mm.
and which I believe come from, I think Afghanistan, but I would have to double check. But garnet is not something that comes from Britain. It came a long way to be made part of that brooch.
So would she have been a rich woman then to have a brooch like that?
I don't think it's Aoife's brooch. But it is, there were people who were rich, yes, and showed off some of their status by having this beautiful jewellery. And Anglo-Saxon jewellery and gold work is, in many cases, so intricate and delicate that modern metalsmiths can't work out how it's done.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of the techniques, they're so small that they're not like, how did you even? But with this one, so it's got Niello engraving as well as the 3 bits of garnet and there's 4 other bits, which might be lapis lazuli, but I'd have to double check. But yes, those pieces came a long way to Folkestone.
Can we want to anything else?
Anything? 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute left.
We'll say goodbye.
So on the beach at the Warren, which is on the East Cliff again, we are very lucky to have one of the UK's only places you find the gold clay, which is it's in the midst of the lower and upper green sands, and it produces spectacular fossils. So if you're ever down in Folkestone and have a bit more time to spare, and the tide is rising, the fossil hunting is really great, and it also includes. So our colleague Phil Hasland found the newest dinosaur footprint that's been found in the UK, which was published last year, which is very exciting. But all of this came from the beach in Folkestone. So you've got mammals' teeth, and you've got fish, And we also have some larger bones. So this bone here is wow! Look at the size of that. That's a massive. And also bits of tusks and teeth here, which are from the. I think that is part of a rhino. Oh, yeah, because there are rhino close by, and there's the hippo.
Rhino here?
Yeah, and hippos. There's a prehistoric hippo's head that was found on the bale. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, also Mayor of Town, and as well as Catherine, is it? Curry, yeah. Thank you, and thank you for giving insight of the Folkestone Town to our visiting mayor from Nepal. I hope he will take away the things that is important to in our country, and they will try to implement those things to make a better city of Nepal, Dharan as a whole. So, please.
Thank you so much for showing us this, and we actually all learn a lot visiting this museum, and of course, thank you, Madam Mayor, for welcoming us and telling many things about the management and how you are working in this town. We learned a lot. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad.
Thank you.
Okay. See you soon.
Let's do it at the door.
At the door. Yes.
At the door, at the town council door. Three. हाम्रो town. The best town in the world, Folkestone. It is actually.